Hey y'all, you see that back there? You see those? Those are crutches, and they're mine for the next couple days, along with a fashionable walking boot. Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Brown with Proclaim Ministries, and this is your weekly text devotional. Yes, I got some crutches and a walking boot. I didn't even do anything strenuous, although when my sister and my daughter asked me what happened, I told them I saved my brother's life. Well, it wasn't quite that drastic. I was reaching for this space heater that was falling. I tried to grab it and I stepped funny, and my foot just didn't like it. You can call it a slip, you can call it a fall, but the doctor called it a strained calf and a torn tendon. And so now I get to sport those for the next couple days. And here's the worst part. I am on a trip. We had just arrived to Modoc County for a few days. I'll be speaking at the middle school, elementary school, and high school, and to some teachers. And we're ready to go. Supposed to speak today. Today is Tuesday. We're supposed to speak today, but I ended up in the emergency room till about 1 a.m. And now I'm having some new gear. And I wasn't able to speak today. We postponed the event until Friday. So tomorrow the plan is to go speak to elementary school kids. And so I'm see how my foot's feeling, how I'm doing. I think I'll be able to pull it off. But the question is this: how do I respond or react to those things? So the text devotion I wrote today says this: this verse helps me respond and not react to the tough stuff in life. James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not equating what happened to me when it comes to this injury to what was going on to the people during this time James was writing to. James was writing to these people who were being persecuted for their faith, and they were dispersed all over and they were being persecuted. So James had to write to them, and he said, hey, count it all joy when you find yourselves in the midst of all these trials of any kind, knowing that testing your faith proves patience, and let patience have its perfect work, that you may be mature, lacking nothing. Now I just quoted to you, I think the NAS version, but the ESV version is something different. But the point is this: they were going through some real struggles. Persecution for their faith. And James says, count it all joy. And I think about that verse whenever I face trials in my life, whether they're big ones or little ones like this one. Count it all joy. Why? Because I know there's a bigger picture and a bigger person in control of everything. I understand that God's in control. Now, it doesn't mean it's comfortable. It doesn't mean I will like it all the times. And one of the things that I've come to understand is sometimes as believers, we have these undue expectations. We expect God to do things He's never promised to do for us. Guess what? I'm living in a fallen world, and I have a fallen body. There's things going to happen that aren't always great, but I need to always look to God. So let me read the verse again. Count it all joy when you face trials, knowing that the testing of your faith proves patience. So the testing of my faith is in God. It's not in my circumstances, not in my ability to do or not do. My faith is in the God who created all things. One of my favorite verses, Colossians 1:17. We've been created by God and for God. That my focus is in who He is and that He's made me for Himself. And so whatever God wants to do in my life, He has the right to do. Is it always going to be comfortable? No, I don't have that expectation that everything in life is going to be perfect. I do have the expectation that God is in control. So again, I'm not trying to equate the two, what I'm going through and what they were going through, but I can take some truth from that I can count it all joy. Now, count it all joy doesn't mean I jumped up and down and was celebrating when I found out my foot was messed up, because that would actually hurt my foot even more. But I can choose to respond versus simply reacting. Reacting is like the knee jerk. You just go off and get all mad and yell. And sometimes maybe you do that before you settle yourself down. But I've learned to respond to things. Take a deep breath to God. There's got to be a bigger picture than this. And I don't always have to know what it is, because I know who He is. And I know He has a plan, even if I don't know the plan. Thanks for joining me for this edition of the Proclaim Text Weekly Devotional. You can sign up for the text by sending the word Proclaim to 40650. You can also check it out on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and share that many people can find it. Till next time, I'm Mr. Brown with Proclaim Ministries, helping you connect faith and life.